good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, whatever time zone you are in. Hello, fellow YouTubers and do-it-yourselfers. We are here. It's a gorgeous day. It's always a beautiful day here in beautiful San Antonio, Texas. We are working on a 2003 Mitsubishi Eclipse 2.4 engine. This will also go for any 99 2003 Eclipse or Galant with a 2.4 engine. We are removing and replacing the starter motor, excuse me. Real quick, the first thing you want to do is disconnect the battery. I always do two terminals for some reason. You only need to do the negative, but I do two, both of them. First thing you want to do is disconnect the battery. Second thing, it's got this heat shield right over this exhaust manifold. These are 12mm bolts. You can take those off with a 12mm socket or a ratchet wrench. So we got a man down. I'll get that in a bit. So this 12mm ratchet wrench will do the trick. It's very sharp, all these edges and stuff like that, so you want to be careful. Pop those off, and it'll be loose like this. Then you come down to this O2 sensor, follow it up here, disconnect it here like that. Let it come down. You can move this hose over like that, so you can have more access. Disconnect this wire here. I'm going to try and do everything as best I can with one hand. And then you're going to also disconnect this radiator hose with the flathead screwdriver. I kind of already did that for you guys to speed up the process. And then you want to plug it or else you'll have a mess. Make sure you have a drain pan on the bottom. We'll be removing this cover here, like so. Some say you got to take off this exhaust manifold. You don't have to. There is a heat shield here. This is where the starter's hiding. I already took that off. Those are two 8mm bolts on this on this side here. There's two 8mm bolts, one on top, one on bottom, and then on the bottom here, there's one there for this shield. Is a 14mm bolt, so you can use a 14mm socket with the ratchet wrench on there, and then the shield will come off. Next, you want to, I don't know if you can see in here, next inside the starter there's a 10mm bolt. There's one on the left and one on the right. You want to actually remove the one on the right, and that'll disconnect the power cable here. So if you can see, I accidentally did the left side, so you don't do that because I couldn't see down here. Now I can see, so I'll take off the right one instead, disconnect the cable. And then there's another one here. You got to be very careful with this. If you break that, you're screwed. So you kind of pinch it down and then pull it out, and this puppy will slide right out. You want to take it out on the left side. So move the heat shield out the way. Let that fall down there, and it should be able to slide right out. There's something else connected to it. See if we can see what's going on. Oh, I'm just gonna pop this off here. I kind of did everything so you guys can get back to checking out the YouTube and doing whatever you got to do so you can get started. Alright, now we did that, and we've got the replacement one. It's actually a reman. Manufactured from AutoZone's with the cord. It's about 75 bucks, 125 bucks. You get 30 bucks back with the cord. So make sure you take this back. You get a little bit of cash back. So basically, how you want to put it back on is how you took it off. Put it back here through the right. Put them two bolts back in, 14mm. I actually had a little bit of trouble pulling it off. So the trick, what you're gonna have to do is move these oil cooler lines over. They kind of bend a little, so you want to move them too back. You don't want to bend them too much, but you want to bend them slightly, and then move this cable here, and you will have access to the bolts, which you will want to use a wrench for. So that is basically all there is to it. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more quick tips. Best fleet service here in beautiful San Antonio. I hope you have a wonderful day.